Hey everyone, it's Lisa here, and it is a Wild Wednesday on a Sunday because, as you may have noticed, I didn't record on Wednesday. And I didn't because I've been doing a lot of thinking lately, and specifically about my tagline, which is I help you create a life you never want to retire from. And I wanted to really think about what the heck I mean by that. And so to start that research, I went to my favorite book, the American Heritage Dictionary, which I'm not going to pull out right now because it's holding up my camera. So I wrote down the definition of retire, and it says, to go away, depart, as for rest, seclusion, or shelter. To withdraw from business life so as to live at leisure from one's pension. Well, today I'd like to talk a little bit about that and expand on that and what it means to me, because I remember when my dad retired. And I remember thinking he doesn't seem very happy. And when I asked him about it, he said, Lisa, and I'm quoting here, "That's all I had." And I watched him over the next 10 years do more and more of the withdrawing. And I'm talking on a personal level, on a social level. I suggested he volunteer for something, and he would sometimes become a little angry and say, I don't want to. And I think it's because his job really was his identity. And that got me to thinking about how many times I, in my lifetime, have balked at the question, so what do you do? Because maybe at the time I was only a waitress, or only a carpenter, or only a biking and hiking tour guide that allowed me to travel all over the world, by the way, and learn 5 different languages. But to me, I probably, because of my father, my job title was my identity. And even though many of the people I was speaking with and who asked me that question were actually envious of me and my apparent freedom, they were corporate executives or lawyers or people who were successful in my eyes. And oddly enough, I think I was successful in their eyes. And what that made me realize is when people say, so what do you do? They're asking me exactly that. I was hearing, who are you? And during this last week, I've been thinking a lot about that, and I've realized that what I do is not who I am, and what you do is not who you are. For some of us, our job can be an expression of who we are. And for me, job is an acronym for joy of being. J-O-B, your joy of being. If you are lucky enough, like me, to be doing something that is an expression of your joy, then my hat's off to you. And I'm one of those lucky people that have a life I never want to retire from. And that's what I wanted to leave you with today, to stop and think about who you are. What is it that you want to express into the world? What is your ideal J-O-B, joy of being? And if you're still a little unsure, and believe you me, that's happened to me a lot in my lifetime. I went back to school at 43. I went back to school at 58 to become a life coach because I wanted to help people create a life they never want to retire from. So if you want a little help with that, have a look at the link below, Dare Dreamers Coaching. I'm ready whenever you are. And I will talk to you next Wild Wednesday. Till then, remember, it's time to stop daydreaming and start dare dreaming. Talk to you soon. Ciao.